Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rosie and today we're going to be doing a September pick a card reading. So today we're going to be using these two decks, which I love. They're both by Rebecca Campbell. So what I'm going to have you do right now is just take a moment to breathe and focus on the numbers 1, 2, or 3 and allow yourself to just be called to pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. My flowers are kind of in the way, but go ahead and allow yourself to just feel called to pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Just take a moment. Whatever comes to you first is your pile. You cannot get it wrong. Now go ahead and check the timestamp below to see where your time is so that you can fast forward. All right, welcome pile 1. We are gonna look at your cards. I have 3 beautiful cards here and we're gonna look at them and see what the beautiful message for you for September is, okay? Okay, here we go. Okay, beautiful. So clear message coming through. The first card we have here is take a break. So I'm definitely feeling that you guys are going through a lot right now. I'm feeling that you guys are feeling tired and fatigued, and maybe you're not giving yourself enough time to rest, but you're kind of going through life in a more masculine way, like a masculine sense of like you're doing. You're still in the essence of like needing to get shit done. And 2020 for you is really not the year to get shit done. 2020 is really the year for you to allow yourself to rest, to slow down, and to take a break. It says get off the treadmill. And I think that's exactly how you guys are feeling. Like you're literally, you don't let yourself rest. You don't let yourself do self-care. You're just like trying to push through and like hustle your way through life. And honestly, right now, like maybe that has worked for you in the past, but right now that is not going to be significant for you because of what's happening in your life. And the next card is really going to explain why it's so important for you guys to slow down right now. The reason why it's so important for you to slow down is because you're going through this awakening period. You're going through this period where you're having energetic upgrades, DNA upgrades, like your body is physically transforming. And when our body is physically transforming, we have to slow down. We have to sleep. We have to nurture ourselves. We have to be eating proper food. We have to be doing all of these things because if not, our body is going to go into fight or flight. And the only way for our body to upgrade and heal is if it is in rest and digest. And oftentimes in life, when we're not taking a break, our body is so freaking tired that it cannot catch up and then it cannot really process the energetic upgrades that are happening for you right now. So I feel like you guys are very fiery people. This group is very fiery. You like get shit done. You're always on top of it. You're always doing. You just like to do a lot of things. It's not that you just do things to keep yourself busy, but you genuinely are a go, go, go type of person. Very pitta, which is an Ayurvedic term. But right now, it's really a time for you to tune in to what your body really needs, which is to tune into that sense of being grounded and slowing down and nurturing and taking some time off of work, taking naps during the day. I feel like you guys are the type of people who never take a nap during the day. But right now, your body is just upgrading. And what's going to happen if you don't slow down and listen to your body is you're just going to have these waves of being completely fatigued, like wiped out for the whole weekend. And then you're like, feel fine again. And then you're wiped out again. And then you feel fine again. But if you actually tune in and take a break, what will happen is your body will be more imbalanced so that it doesn't have to go through those waves of like deep fatigue in order to feel rejuvenated. If you just focus this month on really allowing yourself to rest when you need to rest and work when you need to work, and I don't mean just like work, but I mean like do activities when you feel called to, bring in that balance, and it's really going to help you feel more like you have more energy overall. I think it's really going to help your mentality and your emotional space because you won't feel like you're on this like roller coaster. Like I said, you're going through a massive awakening period right now. Your body is upgrading. You may even have ascension pains or soreness. This is your body awakening and just waking up to what it's really meant to be, what you're really meant to do here. And that's a beautiful, beautiful place to be, but you have to be patient with your body because it does take time. Last card we have here is this card is all about being in the womb of creation. So when we are resting and rejuvenating and awakening, it is often because we are in the womb of creation right now. And the womb of creation, just like a mother's womb, it's like literally an oven where something is being cooked, a baby is being cooked, right? To be born and to be brought into fruition into the physical realm. So right now, you guys are really birthing the next version of yourself. You're really birthing the next version of yourself. And the only way to birth the next version of yourself is what? What does a mother have to do? They have to slow down. They have to be more nurturing. They have to rest. They have to relax. They have to listen to what their body needs. They cannot be go, 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 because they don't have the energy to bring in what the baby actually needs, or what the new birth, the creation that is being birthed is going to be if we're go, 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 go. So this is really a time for you to understand that you're birthing a new version of yourself, a new life. And you have to slow down. You have to get a little bit more grounded in order to honestly speed the process up. Like the more you slow down, the quicker this birthing of the new version of yourself is going to happen. Okay? So definitely bring that into your September. Go slow, like even maybe plan out your whole month ahead and just make sure that you're picking a couple times a week to slow down and rest and go to the spa and rejuvenate and balance your work with your play and with your rest. Okay, you are birthing a new version of yourself. I'm so proud of you. This is a beautiful place to be. And group one, I really hope this helped you. Follow me on Instagram at MyLifeIsRosey for all things goddess embodiment. And I will see you so soon for so much more stuff. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching, if you're interested in a full 11 card spread, I have 11 card spreads now, which are 30 minutes via Zoom. And these are a great opportunity to find even more clarity about your current block, about the month that you're going through, and really could benefit you to help you with this awakening card and understand what it means to be going through an awakening and get a little bit more clarity on that. So if you feel called to do that, check me out on Instagram at MyLifeIsRosey or visit my website, mylifeisrosey.com. Mwah, I'll see you soon. All right, welcome group 2. Here are your cards. Let's take a look at what September is going to be like for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, beautiful. Clear message coming through. Your first card is don't dim to fit in. Now, this card often comes up when there's something going on. I think this is a family thing that's going on. In your family, there are people, probably your parents or uncles and aunts, like older people than you, that have a certain way of being in their life, and it doesn't resonate with you. Like they do things a certain way. Maybe they're a little bit more pessimistic. Maybe they're a little bit judgmental. Maybe they don't take responsibility over their own vibration. And you're starting to realize that you want to do things differently and you don't want to dim your light and fit in with the way they're doing things because it doesn't resonate with you anymore. So this card is don't dim to fit in. And I want to show you your second card because I think it will make more sense. This card is break the chain. So a lot of people are getting called right now to break family ancestral chains that have been going on in their family for decades and decades and decades. Because of the way we learn as humans, we grow up and we kind of copy what our parents did. And even subconsciously, if we don't like what they did, oftentimes we do replicate it because we don't know how to get out of that pattern and into another pattern. So right now, you're really getting called to break your ancestral patterns. You're really getting called to stop repeating this cycle that has gone on that you don't want to do anymore, that you probably have been pained from, but you're just like, I'm done. Like, I'm it. Like, this is it. I'm ending the cycle. I don't want this to continue on. I don't want to hand this on to my kids. I can see the pain that it's caused me. I can see the pain that it's caused my family. And you're just really ready for change. So you're breaking ancestral patterns. You're doing deep healing work right now. And you're really starting to recognize that I don't want to do things the way they've been done before. There has to be a different way to do them. And you're absolutely right. There is a different way to do them. You need to analyze your patterns. You need to look at the ways your parents have done things, whether that's physically, things with money, sexually, and relationships, the way they think, their thought patterns. Like, you have to look at the grand scheme of how your parents have done things and understand that you now get to write a new story. Yes, it's going to take a lot of work because you're not only breaking your cycle, which maybe you've been doing your cycle for 20 or 30 or 40 years in your lifetime, you're breaking a cycle that has built momentum over hundreds and thousands of years from your parents to grandparents to great parents, like great grandparents, all the way up. Cycles get passed down through our genes, through our DNA, and also through our behavior. So this is really a time for you to stop dimming to fit in and understand that yes, your parents are the way they are and you can't control them, but you don't have to fit in with them. Like, you don't have to lower your vibration and do things the way that your parents did things just because that's going to make them feel comfortable, or just because you're scared to be the one that steps out and does something different. Like, this is the time, this is the place on the planet to do something different and to stop dimming your light to fit in, because you are a very bright light. You are someone who wants change. You want evolution. You want ascension to happen on this planet. And that takes being the first one to say, no longer will this go on. I'm not going to dim down to this level anymore. I'm going to be the change. I'm going to be the change that I wish to see in the world. And that's really what it takes, is you not dimming your light anymore. No matter how people are going to judge you, no matter what your family's going to get, eventually they will most likely see it. And if they don't, they don't. But eventually, usually when people have broken the family chain and they're like healed and recovered and they're years down the line, those family members are going to come rushing to you and be like, how did you do it? But right now, you are the one that has to be the odd one out and say, like, I'm going to do things differently. And they might give you pushback. They might give you judgment. They might give you criticism. But just know you're doing what your soul wants. And at the end of the day, you're actually doing what your ancestral line wants, which is to break unhealthy patterns. So last card is perspective. So this is zoom out and kind of view your whole situation from a very zoomed out perspective, because oftentimes in life we're very zoomed in on our family, on our childhood, and we take things very personally. So we think that the reason why our mom treated us a certain way is because that's what we deserve, because that is aligned with our worthiness and all of that stuff. But that's not the truth. The truth is, if you zoom out and you allow yourself to see how your mother was treated as a child, how your father was treated as a child, and how their parents were treated as a child, like, try and understand your grandparents and talk to your parents even about, like, how was grandma's life growing up? How is grandpa's life growing up? And a lot of your grandparents probably grew up in the Great Depression or lived through the Great Depression. And so that can also be a determining factor on their opinions about money and lack mentality and just all of these different things that were going on at that time in the world. So really allow yourself to shift your perspective so you can see the big picture of what has gone on in your family line and in your ancestral line, because in actuality, nothing is personal. Whatever's been going on in our family line that got handed down to us has been going on for probably generations. If our dad was an alcoholic, it's probably because his dad was an alcoholic or his dad was absent, right? Like, there's all of the trauma gets brought down. And so if you can zoom out of your perspective and understand that it's not personal, it has nothing to do with you, it has nothing to do with your worth, it can oftentimes be more beneficial to your healing process. And also when you zoom out, you can see that you're doing something for the greater good, and you're like the stop, like you're breaking the chain. You're the last one on this stop, like this train that's going to continue going down this direction. And it's like a beautiful thing that you're doing. You're not only helping the whole planet, you're helping your kids, you're helping all the other people you're going to interact with for the rest of your life by healing your trauma and by breaking your ancestral unhealthy patterns. So that is all I have for you, group 2. I hope that was helpful for you. And I wish you such a beautiful September full of healing and dismantling and unbecoming all of the things that you're really meant to let go of. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching to move through this healing time and to move through this dismantling of your patterns, reach out to me for one-on-one coaching. I love working with women on releasing their ancestral patterns because I have done that. And it's such a process that we have to go through and then we get to go through, and it's such a liberating process. So if you're looking for a coach to really help support you, reach out to me on Instagram at mylifeisrosey, ROSEY, or check out my website, mylifeisrosey.com, for all info on one-on-one coaching with me and other opportunities to work with me. I'll see you guys soon. Mwah. All right, welcome group 3. I'm so happy to be here with you. Let's start pulling your cards and see what your September is going to be like and what it has in store for you. Okay, beautiful. So first card we have here is It's All Coming Together, Intuitive Hits Soul Tribe. I really see all of your cards for September are very, not that, I don't like to say like something's positive or something's negative, but your cards are very uplifting. They're very high vibrational. It seems like you're very in tune with your intuition. It seems like you are starting to connect with your soul tribe. It seems like you're really starting to remember who you are, and you may even be really starting to connect on the astral plane with your soul family and with your starseed origin. It feels like very esoteric sort of vibes are going on in your life right now. The second card I have for you is Cosmic Ancestor, Seed the Light by Staying Grounded, and Star Keeper. So I do feel like you guys tend to be like airy people, which is beautiful. I'm a very airy person as well. And this card says stay grounded. So it's really important for you to just stay grounded this month and not get swept away from all the things that are going on in the world right now. I feel like you guys are very aware of what's happening in the world as far as the virus and just like understanding that there's more going on underneath the surface, and you're starting to pick up on that, or maybe like you picked up on it earlier this summer and now you're just like super aware that there's other hidden agendas happening. So it's really important for you guys to not get swept up in all of the chaos and all of the propaganda, especially with the election coming up. It's really important for you to stay grounded and just understand, like, you know what you know. You don't need to get involved or aid that fear like dynamic, because if we continue to get involved in the fourth dimension, we're going to get thrown off because we need to liberate into the fifth dimension. So you guys are aware that there's fourth dimension density going on. You're aware that there are different things happening, and that there's not everything is face value, let's say, okay? Not everything is face value. You guys are very aware of that. But it's really important that you don't continue to go down rabbit holes after rabbit holes after rabbit holes, because what you're doing is you're not actually aiding the collective by just going down rabbit holes. Understand what's happening, become aware of it, and then make a plan of like, okay, so what is my role? What am I going to do about this thing so that I don't aid the fear mongering and all of that shit? But rather what you do is you aid the new earth, you aid the fifth dimension, you aid where we are heading. And it's really important for you guys to focus on that. And I see you guys like just meditating on the new earth, and meditating not only on new earth, but on like your new life and the new life you're creating and the new version of yourself that you are creating. And just kind of focusing on, yeah, you're being present and focusing on the now, but you're also really calling in and manifesting the next version of your life and the next version of this planet. So really focus on manifestation this month. Do visualizations, maybe do hypnosis, maybe do some Reiki energy to allow you to just like build that momentum and keep calling in what you want. I see you guys doing visualizations this month. I see you guys setting goals and just going out there and achieving them. September is going to be a really awesome month for you guys. The last card is Yes. So whenever I pulled this card, it kind of, to me, it represents alignment. I feel like you guys are really getting into your alignment right now. Maybe the beginning of the year was really chaotic for you and you weren't feeling that good, but you're really starting to get into your alignment right now. And it's just really important that you keep taking baby step after baby step, doing the work, doing your manifestation work, living in the energy of what you want to manifest. Okay, living in the energy of what you want to manifest, because that's how you're going to get it. You guys are at a really potent time right now for manifestation. Like whatever you want to manifest, you can manifest easily right now, as long as you focus on it and know that you're worthy of it, know that you're deserving of it, and you just allow it into your reality. I really see you guys are allowing a lot into your reality, a lot of friends, just a lot of things that you've wanted for a while. They're coming into your reality right now. And it's because you're starting to work with different elements and dimensions of who you really are. Like you're really starting to connect with your starseed origins. You're really starting to connect with your just like soul family or your etheric family, and you're having soul hits, you're having intuitive hits, you're connecting with your soul tribe. And even if you guys don't feel like you're connecting with your soul tribe in the physical realm like your friends, you're doing it at night when you're sleeping in the I was going to say ancestral realms, in the astral plane, right? In the astral realms, when we sleep, oftentimes we connect with our soul family. And even right now, sitting here, not sleeping, I can telepathically connect with my soul family and other people that are here on this planet doing a similar mission to me, helping me, like that people I've had past lives with, stuff like that. So even if you don't feel it in your physical realm, you are starting to connect with your soul family. So go ahead and set the intention to connect with them even more, to bring them in even more. Maybe you want to bring them in physically. Maybe you want new friends that are your soul tribe. Bring them in, set the intention, and they will come in and make themselves seen. And also don't allow yourself to be in the spiritual closet or stay hidden or be fearful, because it's really time for you to put yourself out there and be seen and be heard for who you are and be like, yes, I'm spiritual. This is who I am. I'm not holding back anymore. I'm not playing quiet anymore. I'm not hiding it. It's really a time for you to let your spirituality out of the closet so that you can have those soul hits and that soul connection with your tribe, and so that people can authentically pick up on who you are. Because if we're not ourselves, we're putting out a frequency that is not what we really are, and then we're going to attract people who don't really resonate with us. So it's important for you to put out who you really are, and then you will attract your soul family instantly to you. All right, that is for you, group 3. I hope that was helpful. I hope you have a beautiful September. It seems like you guys are going to really be in alignment and balance this September, and a lot of beautiful things are going to be coming into fruition. Allow yourself to stay grounded. Don't get swept up in the rabbit holes and in the chaos and in the politics and all of that stuff. Really stay grounded in what you know to be your truth, and just keep taking practical baby steps to bring your manifestations into your life. I love you guys so much. Check me out on Instagram for all my updates. I update constantly what I'm doing, posts, just inspiring things all the time, specifically around feminine embodiment and just really calling in your goddess essence into your life. So if you're interested in that, check me out on Instagram at mylifeisrosey, Rosey, and you can check out my website for more offerings that I have, including group mentorship, one-on-one coaching, and private card pulls I'm doing now. So I have 11 card spread, which will give you, this was a 3 card spread and I just talked for 8 minutes. I do 11 card spreads, and that's about 11 card spreads, which is about 30 minutes of going into detail of, how to move through your blockages right now, what's coming up for you, what's your next step, all things like that. And those are through Zoom, so you can ask me any questions at all and we can dive into it. I'll talk to you guys so soon, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed September. Mwah.